What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Yeah, I'm in a more get up, but figured I'd do a little update video for you guys. Kind of going through what we got going on, everything that's happened, what's happening with the motor, what's happening with things that are on back order. We have some stuff. We're still waiting on an oil pickup too. Got everything else. So we're gonna kind of run through what I got over here. We're gonna go through what I've done to the car since. Some of the boring stuff kind of left it out, but show you guys where I'm at and where we're headed. Hell yeah. So I'll head over to the car. Still got the shifter and stuff. We got it all installed. I kind of left it out so I could show you guys. Plus I got the shifter installed right now because we had some issues. But got the whole shifter installed here. Probably can't tell, but there is an air vent that runs through the bottom down here, and my shifter cable, because I wanted to keep air to the back, I just said screw it and I put a hole right through that thing and ran it through the floor. So this is all hooked up. Kind of get the dummy button. So as you can see, it doesn't hit. And then you go, that's park, reverse, neutral, first, second, third, neutral. Hell yeah. So kind of stumbled on that, but neutral, first, second, third. Pretty sick. I love this shifter though. It's gonna be pretty rad. But yeah, that boot right there, that's out of a Honda Civic that I used to own. Kind of crazy. But we got the gauges installed. They're all wired up. I just have to put this wire in. I actually use the cigarette lighter. There's a port on there from installing this Bluetooth thing that actually added a port down there for it. So pretty sick little plug that's down there. And then I still got to run all my lines. But everything pretty much in the car is done, besides what we'll talk about in a minute. But we did get the transmission installed. It's sitting in there with a nice baling wire holding it up. But if you notice, all my wiring is all unloomed. And what happened was, me being the smart person that I am, as soon as I got the car back home, I said, oh, I'm going to roll up the windows. Well, at the time there was no motor, no transmission in the car. The ECU was still hooked up. Everything was all still hooked up, but my transmission wasn't hooked up, which is sitting over there. And we've got our lovely transmission plug here. That's all ready to be swapped over when we're ready. But yeah, I keyed on the car and automatically went into safety mode, security mode, locked out. It says VIN doesn't match, all that stuff. I'm assuming that the reason for that is because I didn't have the transmission installed. I didn't see it, so I just threw it in a security. No matter what I do, I hook the tranny back up. Transmission, I guess you can't say tranny. But I hooked the transmission back up, had the battery unhooked, did everything. Went to key on again, same thing. No dash lights, no nothing. Keeps popping the number 2 security fuse, 2 amp security fuse under the car. I've probably got like 6. Here's some extras sitting right there. But yeah, every time I key it on, it pops those. If I just put the J2 connector on, it doesn't pop it, but as soon as I put the J1, which has the transmission and a bunch of other sensors and stuff, it pops it right away. So I have another guy coming over to check that out. Obviously, there's no motor in the car, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe it needs the big ground and stuff, but I'm just, the first time I've ever taken a new car like this down to nothing, and then also trying to put a Turbo 400 in it. You know, there's a certain way you're supposed to do it, and that way is leave everything hooked up, then go into the tune, you know, select manual, and then as soon as you got all that done and everything done within the tune and the mills and all that, then you can rewire the ignition lockout on the shifter, which is just grounding that one, and then grounding out the couple connectors that are actually for the transmission, as well as the connector for the ignition as well down there, which is like an orange and black wire, orange and white, can't remember. But yeah, so that's the current status of the car and why all the wiring's pulled apart. So thought we'd run through that real quick. Also, I built these sweet little lines. So I had these other ones actually made by a place close to me. They actually go to the front. The rear is still done. It doesn't leak. But those two that I made right there are actually leaking on this one towards the back. So the back one's leaking. So what I did, I went back to the place that made these for me and had some new lines made. So we've got to get those installed on the car. Probably move the mount over a little bit farther away. That way I don't have so much of a bend in these things. But they were able to put the G8 fitting right there, and then obviously to this one that goes to the wheel wood, and that should all work super tits. So we've got two of those to replace. Put that over here. Still got a bunch of our other parts over here waiting for our oil pickup tube. And then over here, what I did, I don't know if this will pick it up on camera, but I'm going to throw a little clip in here. In here we got this oil pan. This is the oil pan off my car, and it turned out absolutely amazing. They had a local shop here, Ranch Built, weld on the fittings for me, and then I had dark matter coatings actually strip down the pan and vapor blast it, sand blast it, and then powder coated it, and it looks pretty sick. Also got the ICT billet for my feed lines. So we got drains on both sides. We got the drain over here on this side. Another difference you'll notice. Dipstick, dipstick. So we gotta plug one of those. Everything is on. Nothing's bolted on. Obviously the pan's not bolted on. There's no gasket just sitting there. And then kind of go over to this side. So you can kind of see here, these are titanium bolts, and Vivid TI actually makes these, so we're probably going to put all those on the pan, do some other bolts other places from those guys. But yeah, we're just waiting on the oil pickup tube, and got some packages here we'll run through real quick. Also, if you notice in the background over here, this is my little furnace on wheels. Made a little thing. Actually, my father-in-law helped me out. Put a cord to it. I can roll it around. It's on wheels. Kind of put it wherever I'm working, and blows out hot air because my shop's not insulated on the walls, just the ceiling. So keeps me warm. It's kind of rad. But yeah, we'll go through some of these things real quick. Also, if you're wondering, like I said, I do have somebody coming over. A guy named Andrew lives close to me. He's gonna actually try to help me get this car squared away as far as all the electronics go. But the bezel, everything all works. I'll put some pictures up of what the car inside looks like with the shifter and everything all done. But yeah, then we'll go over here, kick this transmission out of the way so we don't need it anymore. It's kind of funny, I ordered one of these. If you haven't done push rods before, now I have it in case I go like big or not. But there's a little push rod checker that I ordered. Didn't come in time, so I just did a different method, and hopefully it works. I don't see any reason why it won't. It's all within what most people say. But this is that guy right there, and what it does is it adjusts by 50 thousandths every time there's a line. So kind of cool. Pick that up on Amazon. You can get those. It's just doesn't really say anything. It says made in China. Anyways, got that, and then let's see, next box. I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah. So obviously another dipstick. Alright, so we got this guy. It's gonna have to be bent back into position, obviously, because it's been coiled up from sweet Amazon. But got our dipstick tube for our trans. Obviously that'll run down. That part will mount on our firewall, and then obviously it's kind of stiff right now, so got the dipstick. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Shoot. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, new catch can. So it did come with filters. Obviously they go on the top. So got two filters that sit here, and then we've got our dash 10s into the side for our catch can. So that'll go on the front of the electrical box, kind of facing towards the front of the motor. Got that. Probably Ching Chang filters for the top. Two of those, and then obviously a little drain petcock that goes in the bottom. So we got that. Meanwhile, these are gonna save the paint on my hood, hopefully. So we'll probably throw these on, but got some turbo blankets. We got two of those. Little Mim Wows. Let's see. I'm sure the reflection's kind of busting for you guys, so you can't really see them. But that's what those guys look like. But yeah, that should save the paint on the got the logo right there. Straight from Ching Chang Town. So we got two of those. They come with the springs, obviously, to hold them together once you wrap them around there. We'll probably throw those on before the end of the video to see what they look like. Make sure they fit. Like I said, this is just an update video. Gotta show you guys where I'm at. Figured I'd put something out. The last box we've got here, because we're running a stroker. And don't forget this, obviously. If you do go to a stroker, your stock windage tray isn't going to work, and you can try to do the whole space it out method. I believe this was like 80 bucks. So this is from Mast. I just ordered it through Summit. The Mast full length windage tray. Sweet, another sticker that I won't use. Got this. So this is the Mast windage tray. Obviously it's a little bit taller to clear that 4-inch stroke. So we've got that to put on the bottom of the motor. Once our oil pickup tube comes in, which is the last part that I'm waiting on to stuff the engine in. And so once that comes in, we can obviously put the oil pan gasket and all that stuff, get that thing buttoned up, and we can throw this bad boy on and the oil pickup and get it all buttoned up and get it smashed in the car. So I think that's the last of the parts. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do some of the boring stuff I've been doing. If you got any questions on how the shifter went, definitely let me know. Another thing, these are the same tire that's on the back of the car right now. They're an ET Street R 2811 5017. I got these from Outlaw Race Engines. Dude, I ordered these things like last Friday, maybe even Saturday, and it's currently Monday, and they showed up today. Super sick, super good service from those guys. They stock a lot of parts. If you guys need anything, definitely hit those guys up over at Outlaw Race Engines. They're out of Phoenix, Arizona, and they ship like same day. So if you need anything, definitely hit those guys up. Jason's one of the guys over there to hit up. But yeah, so that's the end of the parts. Still got to get everything welded up as far as the whole turbo kit, but this whole thing, I bought some heat shield to put on this, the whole thing, because the ECU is going to sit behind this. I also bought some heat wrap. Alright, so this is the heat wrap that I'm going to be using on my electrical box, just on the whole outside of it, just so it doesn't melt, and then it's going to kind of wrap underneath, keep all that heat off the ECU, hopefully. It says it's up to 2,000 degrees and sticks anywhere. We'll see. And then I bought 2 rolls of this for any of my hoses. I believe this is like a 3/4 ID or something. But what it does is you just cut it to length. It's just a, obviously you can see it. And then it's Velcro. So you would get it, put it around a hose, and then obviously re-Velcro it to itself. I'm just doing this real quick for demonstration, but that's what it'll look like. And then they send you these little metal kind of zip tie type things, which we'll see how good those work. You just pull them through until they're tight, and then just kind of snip off the excess. So I'm probably going to use this. I was thinking about it. My whole ECU, all the wires that run on my ECU, since they're all exposed now, I might zip tie those up, bundle them up, and then wrap all that wire that goes behind the motor and all that stuff. I might end up just using some of this for that. So protect those wires a lot more. Any kind of fuel lines that may be close, things like that. Got 2 rolls of this. I believe it was like 28 bucks for like 2 rolls. I believe 20 feet? I can't remember. I think it's 20 feet each. If it's not, it might be 10. But just want to show you guys that heat wrap that we're using. So back over to the car. You guys might have some questions about the Turbo 400 swap. If you guys know anything about your cross member, it's got a hole like down in the center. I don't know if I have any pictures. I might put it up here. But we actually put a... I don't think we can get it in there, and I don't really feel like showing it right now. It might be in a next video if you guys really want to see it. How I mounted that thing up on the stock cross member using the center hole. But we could probably show that. But this is what I was talking about, all these wires. They do make sense. Obviously, they're already bundled in location that they're to go to, so I can always use that wrap and clean all that up. We'll get that brake stuff done. We've got a power washer sitting over there, so we can still clean this bay out. I've just been fighting this electronic bullshit, so haven't really got very far for that, I should say, just because I spent so much time on this wiring and trying to figure it out. But we'll go back. Got the turbo still chilling back here. I just wanted to make sure one of these covers was going to work. If you were wondering what turbos these were, these are the VS Racing 6673s, 82 AR exhaust housing. So we've got one of these, I don't even know how to spell it. Momin? Who the hell knows? But something like that. We'll want to see if these things are actually going to work. So I'm going to, and the main reason, like I said, that's why I wanted these was to save the paint on the hood. Oh, dude, those things are money. Hell yeah. Fits as it should. Obviously still got to tie them, and then obviously pull this together with the ties, but those are money, dude. It's actually pretty rad that those fit that well. I've had some cheap turbo covers, and these are actually super thick, so if you want to know which ones those are, there's the brand, there's the part number before I lose the springs. Hell yeah. You guys want me to go through anything? If you guys want me to show the troubleshooting of this electrical system and everything that entails in what we're doing and trying to reprogram the current ECM. So you have the ECM that's up front, you have the J1, J2 connector, obviously all the wiring under there. You've got the fuse box that's by the kick panel, down to your left of your foot when you're driving. Then you also have the BCM that's actually up in there as well. So I got to go through all the fuses in the BCM. I have a guy coming over to help me, one of my buddies who knows a lot about cars, so, well, a lot about these I should say. a lot of LS stuff. He's gonna come over, he's got a program we're gonna try to run, see if we can backtrack and get this thing to where it actually sees the transmission, and hopefully it won't be in security mode. If it's not able to be done, I'll have to take the car somewhere or have somebody come over with a different program and reprogram the car, or take the car down to GM, or quite possibly order a new ECM if that's the problem and have it reflashed. So hopefully we don't have to go through all that, but if you guys want to see any of that footage, if you got any questions on what's been done so far, if you've ever taken the dash part on one of these things to do the gauges and everything, you know how much of a pain in the ass that is. You got to take everything off. Yeah, that's quite the pain to do. But yeah, everything's done. Both wide bands are ran. The boost controller is all ready to go. Just got to hook that power wire up. And still got to get a trans brake button. I still got to figure out if I'm going to put that on the steering wheel or if I'm going to put it down on the car, because show you guys what I plan on doing is this shifter, 2 buttons on it. So that top button, what I want to do with that top button, and my boost controller, which has 6 settings, is run my boost up on that one and boost down on that one, and then have the trans brake mounted somewhere down here. Actually find a way to put it on here because I've got my little paddle shifters that aren't going to be used for anything. I wish those were momentary. But yeah, we got to get that done. And as far as I know, that's pretty much the gist of a lot of things. We got to kind of fix the brakes, but if there's anything you guys want to see, I don't want to really bore you guys too much. We're still in the phase where the car's not running. It's not fun for you guys to watch probably, but if you're interested in doing a turbo build, maybe this does interest you. So if there's some things you want to see how I fix the electrical, definitely put it down in the comments, and we'll try to do that. But I do have to fix the brakes, figure out what's going on with the ECU, and start going from there. But once we get the motor in, we can start plumbing the car and get everything bolted up, and then get ready for that first fire up. So super excited for that. Super excited to get this DSP motor built by DSP, this stroker in the car, as well as the turbos, and see what we can do with this setup this year. Pretty excited. Got some things. I know that the last part of the build it's 10% of the build and 90% of the work, because that's totally true. Everything else was easy up to this point. So we'll get to doing that. Short update for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one. I've still got to get some, now that I'm looking over here, I still got to get some brackets for my coils to go on the firewall as well. Finish up some of that stuff. Get all the stuff heat wrapped, back in the car and ready, and we'll get there. But thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the new subs. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support. So many shops that have helped. It's amazing. So hope you all have a good one. See you in the next one. Peace out.